Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage.
Today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Heavy. Watch the backfield.
Here we go.
Play action now. Cousins. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Time for a break. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Four down.
Cousins. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Ringo.
Here we go.
We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Let's go.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Odd. 3 down. Odd.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kicks. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A huge play there in overtime. 61 yards. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, and overtime to put them in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there because when you get an explosion play, now people are really...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Pernell McPhee leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zach Brown in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. 3rd and long for Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. We got to see, and making it extra special, not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Hello, everybody. Coach here, welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL.
And the offense gets set here for a 3rd down play.
You got trips, you got 3. Watch 8.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
Strong left.
And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go.
3 down, 3 down.
What's that?
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really...
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Three down.
Big spot. Andy Dalton. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And Green with a catch left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way. They want to see that continue.
And Dalton to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the coach, and we're set to bring you coverage from Madden Ultimate Team. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And now the offense will look to convert on third down.
Double tight. Four down, four down.
Yellow, yellow. Ready? Sit in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, 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 yellow. Yellow. What's that?
Here's Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Extra point try by Bailey. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Here's Bradford. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Bradford now. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the Cardinals win it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun.
And the offense gets set here for a third down play. Now Cousins. Flush to his right. He shakes him off. Oh, he stays up. He can run for it, and he wins. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
And not only did they score, they tied the game. That means...
Yep, the PAT now can win it. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here we go.
One last shot now for Bradford. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters.
All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
They tossed to McCoy running left. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
We're going. Here we go. We're going. Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
Here we go.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
That's it, baby. That's it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Throwing here, Cousins. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Hey, 4 down.
180.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Cousins now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
All right, now here we go, oh.
Double tight. Double tight.
Here we go.
Hey. 4 down.
What's that?
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call. Are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. Hey, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Tight. Chris Petit.
Now Wilson completes it to Dixon. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Let's go.
Double tight.
What's that?
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
4 down. Check.
What's that?
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy.
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. With that, let's get out to Southern California with the call from Los Angeles. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And now the offense getting ready on second down.
Hey, 382, Liz, 50. Here we go.
Single receiver.
Second down, Cousins. And he takes a shot. On the release, as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
The Eagles on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
We got trips over here. Trips over here.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by Meredith right side. A gain of 39 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This one fielded at the 5. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 down.
Let's go.
On second down, it's McCoy. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
Cousins to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
A give to McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4.
This give is to McCoy. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Cousins here to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Denzel Perryman coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. That's complete to Meredith. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. And on second down.